Good afternoon. My name is Molly Yanus, and I'm the CEO and project manager at Echo Consulting. I think I may have mentioned a little bit earlier on that I didn't feel like I was a real company until I got myself a whiteboard. So today we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that and talk a little bit about how Echo Consulting helps our clients and what types of situations that we can really maximize the ROI for our clients on, okay? So behind me, what I've done is I've written out a couple scenarios, okay, with a client and a vendor. And when I'm talking about a vendor, what I'm talking about is pretty much any software platform, whether that's an e-commerce platform, a CRM, a new ERP, a custom tool or mobile app that you're looking to build specifically for your company, anything like that. And really what I'm doing for clients is I'm targeting small to mid-sized clients or clients that don't have technical project management experience in-house, but are looking at taking on a technical transformation project that's going to affect many stakeholders, especially their own employees, okay? So in a typical situation, a client might spend a lot of time looking through different vendors to either select the right platform for their company or the right vendor or relationship to kind of build that custom app, okay? So the first example I have is a client to a vendor directly relationship. And what I've done is I've just started to write out some of the pain points that I've experienced in those types of relationships. So the first big pain point is the data load, okay? So if this is a platform that already exists, you already have data on that platform, and you have to figure out how to get your data to the new platform. So one is just the pure migration approach, but the other piece is guess what? Most people's data is not super clean. There's a lot of tribal knowledge associated with it, being like, oh yeah, we added that when we did this, or oh, we needed to track this, so we added that couple letters, right? So your data is your baby, and it's not perfect. And so when you go ahead and you approach a technical transformation project, this is your opportunity to clean up your data. And I have seen so many clients get behind, not have the resourcing, whatever that is, and not take the opportunity to clean up the data, right? And so that's kind of the first big pain point, how to get the data from your current system over to your new system and have it match up apples to apples and clean up along the way, okay? So the second big pain point I notice is with the actual requirements process. So you may think that your job is done when you've selected the vendor with the right bells and whistles and you're all excited, but guess what? You're not done, okay? There's gonna be a lot of decisions that happen even after you go ahead and sign that contract. And it's really important that you have the right change management and processes in place, that you're following up with the right stakeholders and decision makers and making sure they're aligned on the decision and understand the downstream effects of that, so that you're not finding out right before you launch being like, oh yeah, this person didn't know about this and this affects this, this, and this, okay? Especially when it has to do with client services or customer services. All right, so first one, data migration. Second one, requirements, change management, decision making, buy-in, things like that, okay? The third big item, third, is testing. Testing to prove that what you thought you were gonna get actually works. And so many times I've worked with clients, it's oftentimes called user acceptance testing, right? I know because I've worked for software development companies, nothing against the software development company, but they're gonna pass it over to you. They're gonna say, hey, client, you now have to test to prove that this works. And I've seen clients go in and just test the happy path, being like, yeah, it looks cool. I can see where this data is. No. This is a huge opportunity for you. You have the vendor's attention at this point. You have the requirements. They're familiar with everything. This is your opportunity to go in and test real scenarios that you do every day. One of the best ways to test, I hate to say this, is double entry. You know all those cases that you're running into, whether it's in client services or sales or et cetera, that's so obnoxious that you have all these workarounds. Those are the ones you need to be testing. Those need to be in your test plan. And guess what? Every time they make a change or they deploy something new, you have to test again to prove that it really works. So testing is a huge opportunity. And guess what? A lot of small to mid-sized companies don't have that experience in-house. They need someone to really be the cheerleader, being like, we have to do a full round of testing. This is our opportunity to make sure that we're going to get the platform that we deserve, that we paid for, okay? Testing, number 3, testing. And probably the most important one, and sorry to say, is adoption. And what I mean by adoption is great. You paid the vendor, they delivered the platform, you tested it, all the change management happened. Now it's live. What now? Okay? Are your people really fully on this new platform? Are they still straddling your old platform? Have they kind of started the new platform, but the data's not always up to date, or, oh, hey, I can't do this and that, and everything piles up, and then eventually you have this really nice new platform that no one uses. And there's two ways I see clients go with this. One is that they make rapid changes really quickly after launch, like, oh, I'm gonna fix this and this and this and this, and the platform becomes unstable. And no one's bought into it because it's constantly changing and they don't really believe that it's real, and why should I be on it if it's constantly changing? Or they lock everything down. Like, this is exactly what we paid for, this is what we agreed to, and we're not making any changes. It's not realistic. Both of those approaches don't work, and it really can lead to clients not fully adopting this platform that they just spent, and they get frustrated, and eventually they find themselves in a very similar situation to what they just got rid of a couple of years down the road. So how do we avoid that, right? Putting in the right governance structure, putting in that product roadmap to be able to say, you know what, we are going to do changes, and we're going to do them on a regular basis, and we're going to do that in a prioritized way. So anyways, getting back to where Echo can help, right? The first relationship is a client directly to vendor relationship, okay? And guess what? I've been on the vendor side. I've been a project manager for vendors for the last 8 years. I get it. These guys are awesome, right? I'm awesome. They're awesome. The issues that I see are that you need someone that's going to be in-house with the client, working with the client, showing them how, working with you directly, showing you how the process is going to work and what you need to do to be successful with this platform. And that's why my number one recommendation is to put Echo Consulting in here. Have us be your cheerleader. Have us show you the way. Have us be your guide. I've worked with over 40 clients. I've done over 80 projects. I've seen these pain points, okay? I'm not necessarily an expert in the platform that you choose. There's a lot of custom platforms specifically for different industries. That's not the point. The point is the process to get there, making sure that you have those requirements, that you're doing change management, that you're not having these major change orders that you weren't expecting because you're not catching those requirements early. Testing to prove that you're actually getting what you said you were going to get. And making sure that your team's on board so that you're fully utilizing the platform you just paid for. Another area that we can help is actually, and what we've been doing some starting out is subcontracting, okay? So what that means is, there are vendors that are growing fast, just like clients that are growing really fast, and they don't have the capacity to build, to add a whole new project manager onto their plate, but they have this really new exciting project, they have this really cool client they want to work with, they don't have a project manager. They can reach out to Echo Consulting, and we can help fill that stopgap for them and run that single project for them. And that way, they're being respectful to their teams and not putting them in a situation where they're over capacity, but also, being able to take on that new job before they do kind of fully have that capacity in place. So it's a really cool opportunity, and we love working with those vendors, right? That's our area of expertise. The other one is same thing for the client. So, the client's already picked the vendor, but they recognize that, hey, we've got people in-house that are working either on, the content or the data migration. We need someone to really manage our resources to make sure this project is a success. And Echo Consulting can just just manage your in-house team as well, even if you want to manage your relationship with your vendor. Maybe you already have a technical project manager in-house and just need an extra set of hands specifically for your team to make sure you guys are on track and accountability, and that's cool too. So that was the second example is, managing your in-house team for a project. Maybe you're even building your own platform or your own tool, and, we can come in and help you with that process management, provide that outside perspective, okay? I also have another example. It's kind of harder to see. Let me bring this over here. So the other example is upfront, right? So maybe you're going through the vendor selection process and you just want someone to help make sure you're asking the correct questions of your vendor to make sure it's a good fit. We've been through lots of vendor selection processes. We've been on the other end of it. We know those questions to ask, and we're happy to help in that area. And the last one is just the client to vendor relationship. So maybe you have an in-house project management team, or maybe you have non-official project managers, but you have a lot of internal initiatives, internal projects that you're trying to get better visibility around, and have maybe a more standardized approach so that you understand what the status is and you can add new efforts in and understand how that affects your others' projects. We're happy to come in and consult in that way as well. And honestly, one of the things I love to do most is actually training. So we offer training workshops to kind of work through where your team is at, whether that's an intro to project management best practices, whether that's, rolling out a new process to really provide better visibility, more prioritization, better resourcing, all of those different things we can help with. Quality assurance is another area that I've spent a lot of time in. So definitely reach out if you believe that you have the right employees on your team, but are looking for the opportunity to give them new opportunities to grow and have a little bit more accountability in their practice. So again, Echo Consulting, we're a project management firm. Specifically, we focus on technical transformation, so technical project management, software development lifecycle, and along those lines. And again, reach out even if you're already in a technical transformation project and you're pulling your hair out and you're saying, oh my God, I can't deal with another change request. I don't know what's going on. Or, hey, I just rolled out this platform and my team's not on board. Call us in. We can help you get through that and fix that and move on. And maybe it's another phase, or maybe it's just cleaning up your old phase and kind of getting you on board. Or if you're considering it, but you're not sure about the technical transformation, reach out. We might be able to give you a couple great tools that will help you determine the return on investment for you to automate some of these processes versus continue on in the path that you're currently in. So again, Molly Yanus, I'm the CEO and project manager at Echo Consulting, and we're looking forward to hearing from you. You can reach me at molly@echoconsultingpm.com, or you can check us out online at echoconsultingpm.com. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.